When a card network giant pays up for stablecoin plumbing, the point is not that retail users suddenly start buying coffee on-chain tomorrow. The point is that one of the most established names in payments is willing to move closer to the underlying settlement layer. That tells you stablecoins are increasingly being considered as serious infrastructure for money movement, especially in places where speed, treasury control, and cross-border efficiency matter more than consumer hype. First, what changed? What changed here is not just ownership. It is the level of the stack Mastercard is moving into. BVNK is the kind of infrastructure that can sit under payment experiences, handling treasury movement, cross-border value transfer, and stablecoin-linked settlement behind the scenes. That matters because the consumer front end can stay familiar, while the economics and operating model underneath start to evolve. In that version of the story, stablecoins do not have to replace the card world. This matters because the obvious use cases are not trendy social payments. They are expensive, operationally messy flows like remittances, supplier payouts, and treasury transfers across jurisdictions. Those are the areas where time, fees, and liquidity management actually shape business outcomes. If stablecoin rails can reduce frictions in those workflows, incumbents have a reason to care, even if the consumer experience barely changes. That is why a deal like this feels important. Now the evidence. The limitation is that a big acquisition does not automatically create broad usage. Regulation still matters. Partner readiness still matters. Merchant demand still matters. And in payments, the layer that changes first is often the least visible one. So what should creators do with that? The best use case is enterprise money movement, where delays, corridor complexity, and treasury management already hurt. That could mean cross-border remittance infrastructure, supplier settlements, marketplace payouts, or internal treasury routing between entities. In all of those cases, the user does not need a crypto identity story. They need a money-moving system that is faster, more controllable, and economically better than the old one. That is where a company like Mastercard can make stablecoin capability matter without forcing a dramatic front-end reinvention. The real signal is whether enterprise payment flows start using this infrastructure in repeated, economically meaningful ways. Partner integrations, cross-border treasury usage, and corridor-specific settlement improvements matter more than social buzz or branding language. If those show up, the acquisition proves something. If they do not, it remains an interesting strategic position without much visible impact. The bottom line is that stablecoin plumbing looks more credible when a payments incumbent buys it. But settlement may change before the consumer experience does. And enterprise use is still the real proof point. That is the lens worth keeping. If the rail improves serious payment workflows, the story compounds. If not, it stays mostly symbolic.